We'll go now. Give it a minute or two. Lucy, don't start that. Don't start that. Hey guys, John here with Sam, and Lucy's going to join us today as well. She behaves herself because she's barks at literally everything that walks by the window, and it drives both me, Sam and Isabella completely insane. So we're going to slow things down a bit today. We're going to go through a recovery workout, and I think these workouts play an important piece now more than ever with what's going on outside. You know, the stresses of the outside world, people doing a lot of high intensity workouts and that sort of stuff because they can't, you know, they just want to feel like they're doing something, well, they can't get into the gyms. So I think these sort of workouts play a really important part. So what we're going to do, we're going to take you through how we do a recovery workout at tier 1. So we're going to go through some foam rolling. We've got some makeshift stuff here. So what I've got here is I've got a belt, 2 belts that's been buckled together. You can see that. I've got a rolling pin that I've wrapped 3 or 4 towels around and used Sam's hair bands for that to keep that in place as well. And I've also got 2 tennis balls that I've wrapped in cling film as well. Okay. So with foam rolling, so my thought process of foam rolling has changed quite a lot in the last few years, in the last sort of 10 years. Initially when I started hearing about foam rolling, I was thought, I do it all the time. I spend like 5-10 minutes doing that sort of stuff and thinking, you know what, I've got all this sort of scar tissue and always knotted muscle, and I'd be like applying pressure to it and hope that it would break it down. But it turns out that's not really the case at all. And even now, people don't really know what it actually does. But if it makes you feel better and you feel like it's working, then I'm all for it. I mean, it's maybe you think a couple of thought processes are that when you apply pressure to a toned muscle, then the brain goes, that really hurts. I'm going to release that, tone that part of the muscle, and that releases that sort of tension. And another thought process is that your body is made of a lot of water, right? Like 70-80% water. So by foam rolling muscles, that sort of stuff, and fascia, you're helping move water around your body. Because you think if water doesn't move, it becomes very stagnated and it dies. So there's a couple of thought processes there. Having said all that as well, there's also trends now about when we first started foam rolling, it'd be like a very soft piece of foam, right? That indent very quickly. And now you'll see Theraguns, and you'll see people doing on really solid pieces of plastic or wood or really dense metal as well. I'm thinking the more pressure they apply, the better it is. But you think about that, it's about feeling relaxed, right? If you really get into a muscle with something very dense and it really bloody hurts, what's going to happen? You're going to go oh shit, that really hurts. Okay, those muscles are going to keep that tone. So therefore, I think it's important about getting the density right of the implements that you use. So that's enough for me. We're going to see Sam now do some foam rolling. We're going to target today 5 main groups, and they're going to be your calves, your hip flexors, your glutes, your lats, and your rhomboids, which are the muscles between your shoulder blades. And the reason why we're going to target those muscle groups only is to get everyone to actually actually extend your body and put you into this fight or flight response, which is big chest, your pelvis is tipped forward, that fight or flight response. So we need to sort of release that tone in those muscles there and get you to more sort of a neutral sort of position. So that's why we're targeting those muscles there. So we're going to start with a calf. So I've got our makeshift foam roller. Sam's going to place her right leg on it, and she's going to roll up and down the calf. We're only going to do this for sort of 20 or 30 seconds. If the pressure is too much for you, then put both feet on it as well. So you're decreasing the tension through that calf. Now working both calves. So work whatever works for you. You know, if you can't feel it, you want to feel a little bit, like I said. Just play around a little bit. So 20 or 30 seconds, you want to roll all the way up the length of the calf. Also, when you do it as well, you want to sort of go inside the calf as well. So inside the calf, and then on the outside of the calf as well. So don't just go up and down the bulk of it. Come in, you know, both sides as well. Again, like I said, there's 20 or 30 seconds, both sides. The reason why calves are so switched on a lot of times is because people, when they are in this very much propulsed extended posture, what it means is their centre of gravity is pushed forward quite a lot. So when you think here, what it does is it pushes my centre of gravity forward. So that really switches on those calves. Those calves are always, the calves are always pushing down into the floor all the time to prevent you from falling flat in the face. That's why we do all our warm-ups. In everything we do, we teach a lot of ankle dorsal flexions to try and prevent that and release those calves. So once you've done that, we now move on to the hip flexors. The hip flexors, and particularly the rectus femoris, is a muscle that crosses two joints, so hip and knee. So that's Sam's going onto your front, okay? Sam's going onto the front. And she's going to do again her right leg first. That's it. So start at the top just below the hip joint and work all the way down just above your knee. So I'm going to work the full length of the muscle here. You go all the way down, babe. Babe. Keep going here, all the way down, all the way down. Okay. There you go. The whole length of the leg. Again, same as a calf muscle. You want to sort of get in the outside and the inside, and to really get a rec fem going. What we're going to do now is Sam bends the knee. Pulls it now keeps going it. You're now getting that rec fem as well. Again, these muscles are always very, very tight. And a lot of people, because you think if we are getting that extended propulsed posture, those hips are pushed back here and tip forward here. These muscles here are very, very tight. So we need to release those as well. Hope you appreciate a nice calm music today as well. So we're going to chill out today. Get inside and outside of the thigh. Bend the knee as well, both sides. Just go on here. So once you're doing 20 or 30 seconds of that, we're going to work onto the glutes now, so your butt. Okay? So you're going to sit, if you sit on it, this can be quite painful. Like I said, I don't want someone to go, oh, bloody hell, like that, right? Just keep it nice and relaxed. So initially maybe start with both butt cheeks on the foam roller, right up and down that way. And then you can also now turn to one side as well. So turn to one side. So do the whole butt, so you're doing the meat and the outside as well, okay? Good butt, those. Right, if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, what you do now is you bend the leg and place, so Sam's going to do her right butt, place her right leg over her knee like that and turn it into it, so bring that hand across your body, so you turn the camera, that's it there. So you can find a quite sensitive bit around there, around the piriformis, glute med, that sort of stuff. Again, 20 or 30 seconds, again just working around the entire glute area, both sides. Does that feel alright? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Then 20-30 seconds, do a good roll, get every square bit of meat there is there around there. And then once you've done that, we're going to go on to the lats. So still keeping the rolling pin. So lats is a back muscle, your big muscle that attaches into your top of your lumbar spine through here and up into around here, okay? So if someone faces towards the camera, so you get into, lie that way, that way, so you see your feet over here. That's it. And you lay on your side, someone's going to lift the right arm up and get into under an armpit along here. There. That's it. Just relax and breathe. So if you think it is hurting you, just relax, go to your breathing, okay? Just nice, steady breaths, because sometimes if you feel it goes, you hit one of those sort of trigger spots, you go, oh, bloody hell. Okay, just relax and chill, and you'll ease into it, okay? Again, just rolling through this part through here. You don't want to get bone. Here as well, rotate as well, Sam. Rotate, so rotate into it, and rotate away from it. Rotate away from it as well. That's it there. That's it. Get all around there. That is a very sensitive area for some people, okay? Again, 20-30 seconds, both sides. The reason why lats also make you very extended sort of posture here, because again, you think about where they attach into this space, the top of your lower back here, and up around here. When that tightens, it pulls you like that, a bowstring, like that, just pushing you forward again. So you're losing, you're using a lot of compression in your lower back. The reason why people have cranky lower backs. So we want to, like I said before, we want to try and turn all that sort of stuff off. Get relaxed, get you more relaxed, get a bit more of a neutral position. But also gives a little more movement as well when we come onto the resets. But now finally we're going to do rhomboids. So rhomboids, you turn around, so rhomboids are these muscles in between your shoulder blades here. And you think they through here. So you think when they retract, when they pull together, what happened? What's happened when I pull together? I'm driving again myself forward into that extended posture again, driving that fight or flight response, which is opposite to what we're trying to create. So we need to sort of switch those muscles off as well. So what Sam's going to do here, now we're going to grab the 2 tennis balls. And Sam's going to lay back onto it gently, because can be a bit sensitive. Onto that mid-back portion there, so that bit between your shoulder blades. You're going to bend your legs up. And now from here, you're just going to reach along towards the ceiling. Just allow the shoulder blades to separate. To get you into that rhomboid area. And from there, you're just going to bang out 5-6 good breaths, okay? So helping sort of just massage that bit of tissue through there, through the breath work, okay? As opposed to rolling up and down on it. Great, so keep reaching along. Just do 5 or 6 breaths, again, to 20 or 30 seconds. One more. Great, so relax. So we're doing our foam rolling now, okay? So now we're going to do our reset work. And we're going to do target 2 resets today. We're going to do a Levit lift first. So Levit lift is involved you having a chair, or in our case a coffee table with a pillow on top. You're going Levit lift. So a Levit lift, how this works is you place your feet on top of the coffee table. Legs are at 90 degrees, so you get that 90-90 here. Toes are pulled up, remember that dorsiflexion, that pulled up. To switch those calves off, knees directly above hips, toes are up. You're going to find those heels and drive those heels down into that coffee table with that chair. That's going to bring your pelvis up. So you're going to feel at this point now hamstrings working. From there, Sam's going to reach out long and give me 5 good breaths. Inhale through your nose for 2-3 seconds, a full long exhale through your mouth for like 5 or 6 seconds, getting all that air out. So here, we are targeting 2 things. We are targeting hamstrings and we're targeting abs. So we go back to that pelvis position, that extended posture here. What we're doing here is restoring that hip position, getting those hips underneath you. So you're in a stacked position here. So your hamstrings have a role in doing that. So our hamstrings are, by activating hamstrings like this, it pulls your pelvis down on that back end, and then working the abs on the front end helps pull it up. So into that stacked position. Okay, so away from that fight or flight position into a more relaxed posture. So we're doing 2 sets of 5, okay? So we're going to do another set. So you're going to reach along again. Find those heels, draw the heels down, find those hamstrings, get those abs working. Just be mindful when you're doing this, you don't want to be using your back. You don't want to be using your back. You want to maintain that tuck here, posterior tilt. So all I say to my clients is imagine you're wearing a big shiny belt buckle, and you want that belt buckle facing up towards your face and not up towards the ceiling, okay? And you don't want to go high. So people sometimes go way too high with it. And then they're recruiting their lower back muscles. That's not what we're targeting here. We're targeting hamstrings and abs. Right, okay, good? So from there, once you simplify that, we're going to go on to lazy bear. Lazy bear is on all fours. Right? Yeah? So again here, knees into hips, wrists into shoulders. Sam's going to reach along and tuck. And from there, he goes, that's it, well done, good job there, took his toes in. She's going to there, being out 5 breaths. So for this one, it's targeting again abs again, right? Because particularly your internal obliques, your IOs, and your TVA, your transverse abdominis. Those muscles have a lot of real estate, a lot of on your rib cage and that pelvis, and they help pull that pelvis up through here. So we've got abs here. We're also getting airflow, and airflow into your lower back and into your upper back. So driving air into those areas here helps just decompress that area there as well. So the same thing again, we're doing 2 sets of 5 breaths. Just gonna relax, yeah? We're gonna do it again. And also a muscle we've got working here as well, is a muscle called serratus. Serratus is a muscle that wraps around the front of the rib cage here. So when Sam's reaching like that, so she's protracting, that serratus muscle is working really, really well of pulling that rib cage back. Okay? So again, back to our extended posture, our fight or flight posture here, that rib cage that serratus helps that rib cage back, down and in. That gets you into this nice stacked position. Okay? So 2 sets of 5. Great. Right. So once you've done that, we're now going to go into Rockback breathing. So Rockback breathing is about driving airflow again into your upper back, into your lower back. So what Sam's going to do is going to go all fours again. Yeah. Have your knees a bit wider. Get one of those toes pulled up. And Sam's going to sit back onto her heels and go onto her forearms now. That's it. Drop her head down. And from there, she's going to just reach those elbows a bit. Push on for the elbows. Reach along. No. Push the floor away. Good. Sam's pushing the floor away, so again, got a bit of serratus. And from there to that chin, Sam's going to take 5 breaths. So you see now, because of Sam's knees are, actually sorry, bring those knees in front of you. That's it. So those knees in front of Sam here blocks airflow from going forward, so into the abs. So the airflow can't go forward, and if it can go, now it's back. So it goes back into that lower back area, and into that upper back. So give me 5 good breaths here. And again, you should feel very nice, relaxed and chilled here, and sort of decompressing. Because again, I'm going to refer to this quite a lot, that extended posture here, posture here, look at my back. Our back is being crushed, being compressed here. So it's very, very tight. So I need to drive air into this area around here to help me relax and help increase my movement capabilities as well. So great, from there, we're going to go into a T-spine mode. Sam's going to stretch it out with the left hand, so push it forward with your left hand. Sit back in your bum still. Good, place your right hand around the back of your head, And Sam's now going to rotate towards you in the camera. From there, she's going to reach along that down around here, and from there, bang out 5 good breaths. When Sam breathes as well, it's ensuring as when you're breathing, you're not allowing that rib cage to come up. So you've got those abs are working, rib cage down, and drive rotation up top. I've referred it quite a few times in the workouts that a lot of people struggle to move up top, you see, they just can't rotate. When they can't rotate up top there, they rotate for the lower back. Now, yes, the lower back has got a few degrees of rotation down there, but it's not as much as we generally use it for, which is why we clanky backs. So we're going to really get that rotation up top from the thoracic spine, okay? So again, 5 good breaths. I'm just reaching along that down arm there. She's really opening up that lower back. Five good breaths. Okay? That's it. Right. Now we're onto the hips and the gastrocs and the calves. So I'm just going to lay on the back. This is where we need our belt now, okay? So I'm just going to place the belt around the ball of the foot here, so the top part of your foot here, okay? And the leg straight on the floor. Good. So it needs to be, when you've got the belt or the band on the ball of your foot, that toe needs to pull it up towards your head. Right? It needs to pull it up. That's going to get a big stretch down your calf and particularly to your gastroc, which cross the knee here. those bad boys are always turned on, again, from you being pushed all the time. So it's going to create a nice stretch through there, hopefully turn them off. So from there, Sam's going to bring her left leg up to it. And again, we're going to tie our breath work into this. Sam's going to exhale and lower that left leg. Keep that leg up here. You're ensuring here throughout that you keep your back flat all the way throughout, so it's not lifting up. Okay? So we're getting a good stretch for the gastrocs. We're working a bit of hip separation as well, which is really important for hip mobility. And the more mobile we are, have our hips, the healthier we'll be. And we're also tying the abs into it as well. So our abs are really, really working hard here to stabilise that pelvis. So not allowing it to tip forward. So 5 each side. And we're going to switch sides, okay? Okay, so really, people cheat this and won't put the band or the belt, but in our case, around the ball of their foot, they put around their arch or their heel. We really the ball of the foot, really put a toe up and then lower. Also, ensuring even that the leg that's lowering, that toe is pulled up. And also another way of cheating is having people's leg open to the side here. Keep it nice and tight in. So imagine there's a wall here, right? So you can't allow that leg to open up. Okay, there's a wall here, can't allow it to open up. Because you want to keep that pelvis underneath you. If you allow that leg to go out to the side, you allow that pelvis to open back up again. We don't want that, we'll get it underneath you. So again, 5 each side. Yeah? Great. Okay, from there, we're going to an egg rocking. So I'm just going to sit up onto a sit up. Just going to bring her knees into her chest. Pull his toes up, then you're going to touch a little bit, we're going to roll back onto her shoulders, and then come back up again. We're going to do it 6 times, ready? Roll back, then come up again, yeah? And roll. That's it. Okay. So here, see your toes up, give me like 6 to 8 reps. Get knees in the chest. What we're doing here is like restoring, sort of, we're flexing all the joints, we're flexing those ankles, we're flexing those knees, we're flexing those hips, we're flexing the lower back. We're restoring total body flexion to the body here as you do it, so it feels really nice for those people who suffer from cranky lower backs. You're also getting some ab recruitment as well when you pull yourself up. Yeah? That's 8 reps. Give 2 more, woman. Good.
One more?
Well, I know, that's 6, that's now 8. Okay, here we go, great. Okay, from there, you're going to go onto all fours and go to camel. Again, like lazy bear, knees are below hips. It goes toes into the ground here. Yeah? Reach long for the floor. So Sam's going to start in a neutral position. So here, so neutral position. So bum, shoulders and head all in line. And she's going to exhale and reach long and tuck. Like that. Exhale. Now inhale, chest up. Not going to go too, not going to drive, this position here, I'm not going to drive it too hard. So bring it about here. Inhale, now exhale and round off again. Here. Again, we don't want to go to too extreme, especially on that extension. So when it extends, we don't extend too much through here. Because what we're doing, we're again driving that extension posture that we work really, really hard to undo. So we're going to go to a neutral position here. Exhale. Again, she's really, really, really good. And it creates a nice stretch for that lower back into that upper back area as well, okay? Okay, we're going to tighten, drive some airflow as well, okay? So we're just going to do 5, 6 reps here. Yeah? That's great. And what you're now is going to go into Adductor rocking. Sam's going to face towards the camera, so you can see. So Adductor rocking, Sam's going to bring her left leg out to the side, her foot's going to remain flat, chin down, you're going to reach long through the floor. You want to ideally try and keep your pelvis level, so you don't want to open up too much. Then you're going to exhale and sit back. So you feel a nice stretch in your inner thigh. If you want to keep reaching as you do it, keep reaching along. You want to keep active reach throughout. Exhale as you come back. So we're cueing and reaching. We're cueing exhaling as we do it. As we sit back. We're going to go for 5 each side. Get you a nice stretch for that inside thigh through here. And sometimes going to switch sides, ensuring her foot remains flat away from out, so you're not allowing an ankle to sort of come up like that off the floor. Don't lose that foot contact. Keep those feet facing forward. So also working some ankle mobility as well, not just in that sagittal plane, but also that frontal plane as well, which is important. One more. Great stuff. Okay, from here we're going to do a push-up position to downward dog. So a push-up. So if you can do a push-up, that's great. Okay, but we're not going to go for push-up today. We're going to keep it in a push-up position. So from the push-up position here, I'm looking at bum, shoulders and head all in line. Sam's going to reach. What's that reach do? It gets straight on, okay? Again, a really, really important muscle group to restore flexion and ensure recovery to the body. From there, Sam's going to push her hips high to the ground, high to the ceiling, drives heels to the floor. So what's going on here? So now we're getting another stretch in the calves, into the gastrocs, that real toning muscle. We're putting a bit of flexion again through the lower back, and also get those shoulders to up and rotate as well and come back down again. Good. And we're going to go shoot for 5 of those, okay? So drive the hips up high. From here, let's tie some breath work into this. So inhale, exhale, okay? You should feel when you inhale, like air go into the areas between your shoulder blades. Now that area sort of decompress. So 5 breaths. Really work and try and drive those heels to the floor each time. This exercise we do quite a lot of at Tier 1. This is a fantastic bang, good big bang for your buck exercise. Oops. No music. I'll come back. So 5 reps, drive heels to the floor. Perfect. Now from there, go on tease, babe. We're going to go into the Spider-Man stretch. So from that push-up position again, just want to relax on the arms, getting too tired. Sam's going to bring her right leg to her right hand. She's going to draw that knee forward, over her toes. Okay, so we're working on that ankle mobility. We're again releasing that calf as well. Sam's going to open it towards the camera. From there, she's going to bang up a big breath as well. Inhale, exhale, and hand goes down, switches sides. And we're shooting for 5 each side here, okay? It's really important that you keep that heel down. A lot of people have limited ankle mobility, so we're going to really chase it each time. Again, big bang for your butt stretches here. So we're getting a big stretch through the hip flexor, so we're stretching your glutes, driving that hip separation. We're driving rotation up top as well. It's important when you do this actually, is when you open up, that arm, when the arm opens up, it's driving rotation in your T-spine. All too often I see people just crank through their shoulders and do it instead. And all that's going to do is just bust your shoulders up. You don't want to exceed the movement that you don't have. So allow that arm to just open up as far as it will naturally go without you wrenching on that shoulder. So we're shooting for 5 each side. I'm doing a great job there. So you're breathing in between each rep as well. You're actively reaching with that down arm as well. So Sam's down arm here, so she's reaching along through there. So we get that straightest muscle work on that down side. Great stuff. Right, now we're up to standing. What we're going to do here is we're going to do a lateral split squat or cross connect. Sam's going to go feet wide, much wider, a bit wider. That's it. Her toes are out. We're doing that nice and tall. What we're going to do here is going to get your elbow to your knee, like this. Opposite action like that. Stand tall, and then the other side, elbow to knee. Yeah? Good. The other side. Good. We're working out sort of cross connect fashion. We're doing 5 each side, okay, here. Really, really important get that cross connect going. What it does, it basically engages your brain and the efficiency of how your brain talks your muscles. So when that happens, it's improving neuromuscular efficiency. It gets you a bit more switched on as well, just if you're working exercise as well afterwards. So that's 5 each side. Now we're going to marching cross connects, okay? So now literally going here, it's going to get working that reciprocal action again. Elbow to knee, all the way flat, keep nice and tall. when you do it as well, ensuring that your heel drives up your shin here, and you're bringing that elbow to the knee. You keep those toes pulled up as well, okay? Keep nice and tall. Here, bring that other hand down. Sit other hand down. And just doing 5 each side. Keep his toes pulled up throughout. Okay. See that? Great stuff. Okay, great. So, what we're going to do now is we'll cover sessions last that long, so they last for sort of 5 or 6 minutes. What we're going to do now is what we call tempo intervals, and we're going to do them inside here. And what a tempo interval is literally running on. Well, in this case, we're going to run on the spot, and we're going to do it for about 10 seconds. And when you run on the spot, I don't want you to run flat out. It's an interval. It's a lower level interval. It's about a moderate intensity, so it's about running at about 70%. And you can run from anywhere from like 10 to about 15 seconds at 70%. And then you're going to take a recovery. So what we're going to do here, we're going to do 5 sets of 10 on and 50 off. So I'm going to get my phone out for this. So Sam's going to run on the spot for 10 seconds at a 70% pace, and then take a 50-second recovery. So in the recovery time, I'll explain to you why it's so good. Ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. So don't take go. Now harder, a bit harder. So good. Don't tick tock again. Arms past your midline. Good. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. So 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Just a technical technique tip on when you're running the spot. Just ensure your arms are passing midline. So when you run on the spot, with arm actions is very, very important, okay? So when it's out in front, you want an open hand posture, bringing your thumb, almost like a thumb to a mouth sort of job. Let arm a right angle here. When it passes your midline here, now arms open up a little bit to about here. So it's important that we get that action here as you do it as well, okay? So we've got 15 seconds to go. Just work on that in the rest period, getting your heart rate down, okay? So in through your nose, out through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. So we're going to go again, and here we go. So 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Work. Good. Push, 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 but not too hard. Maybe about 70% intensity. 70%. Keep going, keep going, keep going. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Relax. So what a tempo interval does is basically put in blood flow through your sort of slow and fast twitch muscle fibres, okay? And what it does, it just helps create blood flow through the entire body. So it helps remove any sort of toxins that have been accumulated through the day and through the environment, that sort of stuff. So it helps flush your body out, but without creating fatigue. We don't want to create fatigue here. This is a sort of interval that you want to feel great afterwards and not knackered. Okay, so we're going to go in 15 seconds again. Ready, son? Yeah, 10 seconds. Again, remember to work at 70% pace here, okay? 70%. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Work, work, work. Good. That's it. Nice. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Good pace, good pace, good pace. Remember, push away throughout. Keep tall and tight, tall and tight. 3, 2, 1. That's it. Well done. Relax. That's 3, isn't it? So we've got 2 more to go. Again, what it can also help you do is teach you what Joel Jameson calls it is dynamic energy control. What it is teaching your body to sort of bring your heart rate back down between sort of work periods. So here you can sort of work, if you're wearing a heart rate monitor, now would be the time to see where your heart rate is and how quickly you can bring it down between those rest intervals. So we're going to go again in 15 seconds. Ready? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Again here, not to work too hard, work at 7%. Always keep posture as well, so keep nice and tall and tight as well when you do. Don't let slump forward, okay? 3, 2, 1, go, work. Pump the arms, pump the arms, pump the arms. Remember, thumb to mouth, thumb to mouth, thumb to mouth, thumb to mouth, a bit higher, a bit higher. That's it, there we go. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Again, if you want, one way of recovering would be, just have a little walk around, walk around the room. Place your hands on your knees, try and work on getting your heart rate down again. Again, you shouldn't be working too hard here. You should not be working too hard. It's a nice, easy sort of 70% intensity. I mean, if you get outside and do it, that's great. You can do it outside. You can run for, run for about 10, 15 seconds outside and on walk recovery for a minute and repeat it. And that would be a good way to do it. Alternatively, you can do it on the bike. So you can get outside. That's great. We only get outside to sort of walk Isabella and Lucy, so we can only get out once a day, so we're abiding by those rules at home here. So ready, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, here we go, the last set now, so keep working. Remember, open hand, thumb to mouth, keep working. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And that's your 5 intervals. You got a drink, mate?
Yeah.
Drink, mate. Right, so once you've had a bit of drink, that almost concludes the session. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do our crocodile breathing, okay? So we're going to get a cushion here, and we're going to give some 10 good breaths, okay? So the cushion goes on your hips, on your abs, okay? So you're going to place a V with a hand. Make a V with a hand, and our forehead's going to go into that V. And she's going to breathe in through the nose, out from the mouth, okay? And what we're doing here is, again, it's all about airflow, alright? By having that pillow in front of her here, it blocks air from moving forward here, okay? So you're thinking about extended posture, people are here. Those abs are open here, okay? They're elongated, okay? So the natural tendency when you breathe is to breathe into your belly, like that. But we don't want that. We want to breathe air into our lower backs and upper backs. So by having that pillow in front of you there, it drives airflow into your lower back area, into that upper back, and it helps restore that parasympathetic state, which is a rest and digest recovery state. Okay, so moving weight, we had a little bit, move that sympathetic response, free it, temper into a little bit. Now we're restoring things back to neutrality. So there's 10 nice breaths. You feel nicely sort of chilled out now. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. I do intend to try and release a video, a live workout, 1 o'clock every day. That's what my aim is to do. And there'll be a combination through doing stuff that we have been doing, like the bodyweight exercises, the kit strength exercise with the homemade kit, and some recovery exercises. Alright. If you want to shoot me any questions, feel free. We'll help each other out here. So enjoy the rest of the day, and hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yes, bye, Sam.
Bye.
See you later, guys.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.